So a couple weeks ago, at least at the time of recording this video, Brockhampton released this cool music video for their song called Buzzcut. And essentially in this music video, as you can see on the screen right now, from the snippets I took out, they had this really cool background animation effect of images warping and moving around. This uses an artificial intelligence, essentially takes elements of other pictures and it morphs them together. So in this tutorial, I will be teaching you how to do this, like the example I've shown. So first, you want to go to the first link. You want to go to Git, and you want to download the Git software for your particular computer. So I'm using a Windows computer. I'm just going to download it. It should detect it for you. So just keep clicking next and download the software to your computer. That's all you have to do. Go to the link in the first description, go to Git, download it for your computer's specifications, and yeah, install it. Just keep clicking next and you should be fine. So next, you want to go to the Python website and you want to download the most recent version of Python. So for me right now, it's like 3.9 something and I'm on a Windows computer. I'm just going to download the appropriate Python software for my computer. And when you download it, you want to make sure that you click Add Python, whatever the version, 3 point something to path. If you don't do this, it won't work. So make sure you add it to path and then you just close it. And next we're going to go to Gone Tools. It's a GitHub, the particular software that we're going to be using. It was created by someone on GitHub. They have the rules on their particular GitHub, as you can see right there. They list out what you're supposed to do, so you can use this as a fallback if you can't understand my instructions. But essentially, that particular segment that I'm highlighting right now on the screen, that says pip install, you want to copy that pip install segment. You want to copy that segment, and you want to paste that into the command prompt. So copy this, as you can see on the screen. And you want to go to CMD or your terminal if you're on a Mac. This GitHub has Mac instructions as well. And I made a mistake in this tutorial. I kind of changed it later on. Don't run this as administrator. Just go into CMD as you regularly would. Don't open as administrator. And yeah, so here's what happens. So when you go to CMD, you paste in the pip install thing that you copied from the GitHub and you click enter. Now it's going to take some time because it has to download everything. I sped up this process, but it will take some time depending on how fast your computer is and how good your internet connection is. I have pretty poor things on both fronts, so it took me some time. But yeah, just bear through it, and everything should download. So just, let it download. So when it's done downloading, you'll show your initial command line. So next, you want to go to this website called Artbreeder. You want to make an account. Don't log in with Google, but actually make an account on the website, because you're going to need this account information later on. But I already made an account, but for now, I'm just going to pick an image. You can pick a random image. I'm just going to pick the image on the front page. Go to the URL and keep in mind this particular segment of the URL, what comes after k equals. That is called the key. Now, if you look at the Gone Tools command and you see on your screen, I highlighted specific segments that you should keep in mind. First off, you want to change everything that's highlighted as yellow. So the email address you used on the Artbreeder website, you want to put that into this particular format along with your password. And the end frames is essentially the amount of images that will be generated to create your animations between all of these specified things called keys. Now the keys respond to the images like I showed you before. So if you look at the URL, it says k equals something. You just copy what is after the k equals and you simply replace it in the command that I showed you. Everything's in the description if you need it. Now what you have to be careful is you have to keep in mind that those spaces in between are essential, so don't change that. So when you're done, you're going to come into your command prompt and you're going to paste the command that you were editing before into your command prompt, and it should generate the images. Then when you're done, you want to go to your C drive and then go to the user section, click on your computer's username, and then you should find the images that were produced. So you want to pretty much take all those images that were created. We picked about 20 frames. It starts at 0 and it goes to -1, whatever you picked as your number in your frame count. So I picked 20, so it starts at 0 and it goes to 19. You want to copy all that, and I use this website called easygif.com. So I copy all the images and I'm essentially dragging and dropping it into the easygif.com GIF creator. And you know, you can mess with the delay count or whatever if you want it to loop on forever, but I decided to just do, you know, a little bit of a simple take, and yeah, it generates the GIF for me. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. You can put it in Sony Vegas or any video editing software you have. I think in Sony Vegas, if you hit Control and you hold the end of the clip, it'll stretch it out. So yeah, you can speed it up and slow it down, but this is the final product. Hopefully you guys understood this tutorial, and yeah, I'll be in the comments helping. Peace.